So, Alex, is there anything you want to do before I go back to Weave? I'll come back to you in just a second. Go on.
Yep.
I will.
You're looking into that alley, by the way. And when you first started staring into it, it almost had like a tendril darkness that was almost beckoning you towards the alley.
Yep.
You've sort of snapped yourself out of it a little bit, and you can just see a goat just standing there. Looks like a goat staring right at you. Right at the back of the alley. Probably I'd say about 20 feet this alley is deep. It's right at the back of the alley. It's just staring straight at you.
I cast Thorn Whip at it.
You cast Thorn Whip at it?
Yep.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Let's see if this goes through it. Seems like a magical goat. That is a 16. Does a 16 hit?
Your tendrils go through, and as they sort of reach into the darkness, they grab onto something, and you pull forward, and the same drow from earlier rolls to your feet in front of you.
Right. Okay.
All right, over to you, Weave. You're up onto the roof. I'm going to say you get to the top, and you are now looking down into the alley. From your perspective, you can see figures, but they look like shadows below you in the alley. Two of them seem very, very close together. You can't hear anything, though.
Well, considering... Oh, I can't hear anything.
No.
I think, considering what I've heard and I'm aware of the situation, I haven't in fact seen them in a while, I think I'm going to cast Color Spray down there.
Okay. Tell me what you're casting Color Spray for?
To try and get information, and also, you could say diffuse, but also, you know, blind everyone so that no further damage can be fully done. It also does do damage, but I'm willing to do that for it.
Okay, roll Color Spray.
How do I do that through this?
It looks like
you
it
should just be able to click the color.
It looks like you got to roll 60-10. That's how many hit points of creatures that it can affect.
Yeah.
Each creature effect is blinded until the end of your next turn. Subtract the creature's hit points from the total before moving on to the creature next. So you don't actually do damage. This is just going to blind. So roll.
Okay, cool.
Roll 60-10. If you want to roll 60-10, I don't know if you can click the spell. Try clicking the spell first and see if it does it.
I'm trying.
Okay, in that case, on the left there is a. Oh.
No, that doesn't. That's just details.
On the left there is a dice. Little dice symbol. Find D10 and hit 6.
Bam. A D6.
How much HP does your character have? What?
20.
You are now blinded. So you reach forward and throw out color spray. It beams on down into this blackness. You're looking around this blackness trying to just get a read on where you are. And then all of a sudden this blinding rainbow of colors hits the ground and scatters. And all of the darkness around you just becomes like a rainbow horrid nightmare that you can't seem to perceive or see through. Roll a constitution check for me.
Moi?
Yes, you. Oh, yeah. You hear this?
Well, I was already planning on doing this, but I just want to, because I only stepped into the alley a few feet, right? Or I guess more, a couple paces. I just want to start moving, reversing my previous steps.
Exactly as you walk them?
As best I can, yeah. Obviously unsteady because I'm blind.
Yeah. Survival check for me?
That's a 7.
You see from above, Weave, one of those black figures starts to move directly towards the exit. Did you want to shout out and give him any guidance?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you say?
Well, I can obviously see that I presumed that they're one of my friends because I've seen them go in there. I first check if he's okay, and then I assist him, knowing that I might have blinded him by throwing that in there to walk out of the alleyway.
Okay, you hear, after hearing what you've just heard, that I sent you,
Yeah.
Quantum,
Yeah.
you hear Weave's voice start to circle around you in this blinding color. You're in a psychedelic nightmare. You're not really sure what's going on. You've got Weave's voice in one ear, then in the other ear. One of them seems panicked. One of them seems like it's assisting you. It's just a psychedelic nightmare, and you step backwards, get to the edge of the alley, and then you fall, ba-dum, straight onto your back. And you're looking up at a blue sky and clarity. You're still blinded by the sunlight. You're still sort of looking around, but you are out of the alley for now. And you can hear Weave's voice coming from up on top of the roof as he's yelling out. What are you saying, Weave?
Ren!
Yep. Go ahead.
Ren! Are you okay in there? Ren is.
Yep. So you peek over the edge of the. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay? Are you okay?
You can hear him. Go on.
I shake my head and kind of look up. And
His
then
little
look
blue
down
eyes
the
are peeping
alley.
over the edge of the rooftop.
What did he
Yep.
do to you down there?
I guess I'm putting 2 and 2 together, and I'm just gonna yell, "Grisk, get out of there!"
Okay. Back to you, Gris. You're looking at this drow below you, below your feet. What is your next move? The drow just seems to be laying there, lifeless.
Well, I already ate that one, so...
Are you sure it's the exact same one? You want to roll perception?
No. I'll look at it. 7. I think it is.
I mean, it is. Yeah, from everything you can see, it looks the same. You hear the sound of hoofs on stone. They call your attention, and you look back up, down into that alley, and the goat still stands there, wrapping its front hoofs directly in front of you, trying to draw your attention. You hear what sounds like voices muffled by a pillow. And caught by the wind and carried. They sort of echo off the walls around you. You see what looks like color in the side of your peripheral, almost like a rainbow, but then it vanishes. And you look back towards the goat, and the goat is now sitting with its like little legs crossed, staring directly towards you. Roll a Constitution check for me.
Yep. 11.
You look down at your feet, and the drow has vanished.
Drow's gone. It's an unnatural demon goat. I'm just gonna turn around and walk away.
Fuck this! Fuck all this, he says! Okay. So you turn. Roll a survival check. Which way are you trying to get out the way you came in? Are you like, what are you trying to do here?
Well, if essentially, if the goat was directly in front of me, like down the alleyway, you said,
Yep.
I will just turn around and just walk the exact opposite direction.
The opposite direction, so you're walking this way. Okay.
Yeah, the opposite direction from the way the goat was.
Okay, so you walk towards and down into this alley. And as you walk down this little side alley here, you see a goat sitting there with his hooves crossed, looking at you. Quant, Weave, what are you doing?
Does the alley still appear dark to me?
Yes and no. To you now, it looks now it looks like it should in this light. Before it looked toxic in its hue. Now it looks like it should. It looks like the mid. And what you've noticed is, like I said, it was 11 o'clock when you left the palisade. It's now getting to about 12 o'clock, and the sun is just about to be shining directly down into this alley. So for now, it's casting light shadows on the corners, but it's about to be shining directly down into it.
All right, I'm gonna run down the alley, yelling Grisk.
Okay, what are you doing, Weave?
I'm quite quick.
Well, I'm
Yep.
going to be slightly panicked by this. I'm going to call out to Ren. I'm going to call out to Ren to say don't, and I'm going to look for Grisk as well, if I
Yep.
can see him within the alleyway. So I'm walking on the rooftops, trying to look down.
Okay. How are you trying to perceive him?
Using just perception, right?
Perception? Okay.
Yeah.
And you're running down screaming for Grisk, did you say?
Yeah. Can I
Yeah.
have picked up a stone as I'm getting up off the ground?
Sure can. Yeah, easy. Okay. Okay, you run along the rooftop, and you see Grisk for a split second, but as he walks into the shadow where the sun is catching off of one of the brims and darkening the alley, he vanishes out of sight as he walks into the shadow. Grisk, as you sprint in, you see the same thing. You catch sight of Ren. As you sprint in, you see Grisk for a moment, but as he steps into the shadow on the edge of this building here, he vanishes into that shadow.
Okay, can I really quickly cast light as a cantrip on this stone I picked up and huck it where I saw Grisk?
Yes. Yeah, are you throwing it at Grisk? Or
Yeah, I mean just directly at where I saw him.
are you trying to hit him?
It's not like an attack throw. I'm just trying to get the stone there quickly. So I wouldn't say I'm trying to do damage. It could
Fuck it, just peg it at me.
hurt. Yeah, I mean it could hurt him. I'm
All
throwing
right,
it at him.
roll an attack roll.
Okay, sure. Would this be something I'm proficient with?
Yeah, fuck yeah, absolutely, yes. Like, you just tell me what your modifier is.
Yeah. That would be 12 plus...
Plus proficiency, plus dexterity.
Where does it say the
It's a ranged
proficiency?
attack. Your proficiency is +2 at level 3.
Okay, cool. Then it's 18.
18 hit?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. You are walking towards this goat, and where were you aiming at on him? Bren?
Just like center of mass.
And whack, you are hit with a stone that rolls to your feet. You can see this like burning white, hot stone. But you can see that around you, the shadows are trying to smother this light, this white light as quickly. They react to it like, initially like an enemy, where you touch towards its tentacles and they all retract in, but then they immediately reach back out and are trying to smother it. And you see this, the goat immediately stands up the minute it sees this light.
Okay. Fair enough.
The light that's cast from this is cast onto the front of Grisk. Both you, Ren, and you, Weave, can see only the section of Grisk, that the light is cast onto. So imagine that I hold my hand, I don't know if you look at the stream, but I hold my hand like this. You can only see this part. If you're looking at him from behind, it's just black.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I can only see
I'm
like
gonna-
a faint image.
Yeah, it almost looks 2D.
I would shout again, hoping you can hear us. Get out of there. This way.
You can hear the voice behind you, Grisk.
I would do the
now?
same, but I would tell Ren to be careful. Something dangerous might lurk within.
Okay, well then. Seeing how the goat did not like the light rock showing up, that will cast Produce Flame, which essentially creates a burning fire that appears flickering around my hand that emits bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light in an additional 20-foot radius.
Okay.
So it's just essentially lit up like a fairly bright.
Beautiful, yeah. So you guys see just flames, like the warm glow of flames light up the entirety of this alley. And you can now get a pretty good image. Again, you can only see where the light licks him. Okay, so as the light of the flames lick and cast around him and fold around him, you can see him, but you've got a pretty good image of where he is now. As the light spews forward down towards the dark end of the alley, Alex, right at the end, you see a godling child cowering. It's got big eyes. It's got that white, pale skin. Its hands sort of draped forward, and it's cowering in the corner. You can't see the goat.
Can't see the goat. Okay, I'll yell out the child.
It's a male, by
You.
the way. It is a male.
You, small creature.
Oh yeah,
that
roll
you?
a nature check. See if you've seen goblin before.
Let's check.
No, you've never seen a goblin.
9.
To you, it looks almost like a goblin, but it's like a cleaner, smoother goblin with big eyes and longer limbs.
You, small creature. Were you doing that trickery with the goat? I'll raise the flaming hand sort of in his direction. Sending menacing.
Okay. As you move the light in the same way that the light licks around you, and they perceive the same description that I was explaining to the lads. As the light licks around the godling, it reveals the godling, but where the light doesn't lick, you can see the rear end of a goat. And it's not responding. It's standing there just looking at you.
Well, I'll march up to it and grab it.
You walk up towards it and grab it?
Grab it. Yep.
Okay. As you step forward, it recoils and pushes itself up back against the wall, and then it sort of holds out something in front of it. You can't quite see what it is, and it slinks back into the wall behind it, and it vanishes. Almost, it's not even like a portal. It just sort of pushes into the wall and disappears, and it leaves something on the ground behind it. Right at that moment, the sun lights overhead and blasts directly down into the alleyway, and you can see everything with almost pure perception. As you come screaming to the corner and looking down into the alleyway, Ren, you can now see Grisk in full sight at the end of the alleyway. He's standing there holding flame forward, and there appears to be something on the ground in front of him. So at the same time, Weave, you curl over. You see a long limb disappear into the wall and drop something, and you can see Grisk standing there holding flame in this dark alley. The sun beats down warm on top of you, and you can now whatever machinations, whatever mischief was going on here has lifted, at least for now.
Alright, well, I'll dismiss the flame on my hand.
Yep, it disappears, and now it's just a warm UV light in the alley.
Yep. I'll go to investigate what was dropped onto the floor. So investigation check. This is gonna go great. 12, not too bad.
Oh, okay.
May I assist?
May I
yeah,
assist?
assist. You can assist. Roll D20 for me.
I have to get down from the roof, but...
No, you're sort of in a perspective. I'm going to say you can assist because you can shout out if you see any danger or you see anything, or I can say that you can shout
okay.
down. Yeah.
So we best roll investigation then?
Yep. Okay.
Ugh,
It's a bit better, isn't it?
much better than me.
Yeah. Okay. Grisk, you step forward and lean down, and in front of you sits something that shocks you. You feel your stomach sink deep, real fast. Laying on the ground in front of you is a bone pommel in the shape of a bat with ebony cheek wells. And all of your memories of Thux flow through. You can picture him, you can see him, you know what he looks like, you know what he sounds like, you know where he's from. You remember the 10 years that you fought together. He was there when you were burying your mother. And then you try and think of the man that you met in the palisade, and your memories disappear. And yet here you stand holding something you know you crafted and you only made one of.
How is there two of them? Trying to make a very upsetty lizard, Blobs. Won't like an upsetty lizard.
Okay. So did you... Are you running on down into the alley? Ren,
Yeah.
you're running down into the alley?
Yeah, I move
Okay.
forward to search it with
Yep.
Gris.
You push in and you see you watched the spectacle earlier with Thux. And you know
Yeah.
Thux's sword, so you recognize what this is immediately. You've seen it as well, even from the rooftop you recognize it. As you're all peering down at this pommel, you can hear footsteps closing around you, moving quickly. They seem to be coming from all directions.
All directions.
I'll quickly
Wait,
snatch the
wait,
pommel
wait.
up.
Can I create a minor illusion with a cantrip?
Yep, what do you want to do? Talk to me.
So I'm staring here, but I want to create an image of myself that goes down into the alleyway.
Yeah, alright, so you want to be perceived in the alleyway?
Yes.
Are you trying to keep
stay-
are you trying to keep yourself out of sight
Yes,
on the roof? Roll a
secret
stealth check
on
for
the
me.
roof. 10.
Okay. Are you happy with that roll? You do have a inspiration check, should you want to use it? Inspiration point, sorry.
Where do I see this, by the way?
You just have one. Each round you have one, unless you earn another one. Sorry, each game, like session, you have one, unless you earn another one.
I will leave it for now.
Okay. Alright,
I also have some tricks up my sleeve.
just to wrap up just briefly for Weave, your illusion successfully goes down. Your illusion is absolutely down there, so
And-
as long as they don't see you on the roof, they will assume that it is you
Yep.
in the alley.
And trips don't cost spell slots, right?
They do not?
Cantrips do not know.
Yeah, correct.
Hey Ruffers! Hey Cody!
Can minor illusion be an illusion of yourself?
In this instance, I'm gonna let it fly.
Okay, because I'm taller than 5 feet.
Yeah.
Let me get the exact wording for minor illusion. Give me a sec.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was within a 5-foot cube.
It must be no larger than a 5-foot cube. Yeah, he's shorter than 5 foot.
Which is
So
fine.
it works
Yeah,
for
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Well, a 5-foot cube is a medium-sized character.
It is a medium-sized character,
Yes.
technically.
Yeah,
So-
a 5-foot cube is a medium-sized
Um,
character. A 10-foot cube.
You know what?
large.
Because of the nature of your character, I would say that you're pretty well trained. As long as you don't exploit it, I don't mind if you use it for yourself from time to time.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Like to create my
Um,
own.
Yeah, and that goes for you as
Okay.
well. Even though you're an Asimir and you're a bit bigger, I'd say that you've spent many years doing what you
Well, I was
do.
gonna say I'm gonna
Yeah,
make
so-
an illusion of me kneeling down, like
Nice.
I don't know, putting something together next
Yeah.
to where Grisk was, but I'm actually going to attempt to disappear into a crook or a window,
Stealth check.
door, just anything in this
Yep.
alley.
Stealth check.
Yeah, so minor illusion can create an image. It's
Okay.
just that image can't create sound, light, smell,
Yeah.
any other
Yeah.
effects.
Yeah.
If it's an image, or or in the inverse, you can create a sound with no image.
With no image, yeah. So it's just an image. I've just like
Yeah.
gone down there as myself.
Yeah.
Not doing nothing special.
Okay.
both only have 10
You
on
both.
stealth
You both.
dice,
Yep.
so
You
we'll
both
go
tuck
with
away. Okay. You see these two illusions. You know that they're illusions, but you can't really perceive where your allies have gone. You're now alone in this alleyway again. With these illusions, Grisk. What are you doing as you hear the footprints get closer?
Um. What do I do? I'll do a perception check. I want to see for using hearing. Did I roll 9? Okay, yeah, cool. I wanted to sort of find out how close I think the footsteps are, but
Even with a 9,
Nine.
you can think that you've got about 30 seconds.
yeah, no, I'll just dash the hilt in my backpack and just wait.
Okay. Okay, so the footsteps get closer and closer, and the first thing you see is two sort of thuggish-looking guys, but they're well off. They've got nice weapons draped by them. You can see their shoes are a bit nicer than a lot of the folk that you've seen come around the corner. And then around from behind them steps a tall elf. He's got half the side of his head shaved, and the left side is sort of tufted to cover that shave, sort of like a sullet. He's got black hair, black as night, as dark as it gets. Pale white skin. And these big green eyes that sit in his skull, almost like emeralds placed into a skull left on the table. He's old. For an elves are always hard to determine their age, but you can tell he's a bit older. He's clean shaven. You can see he's trying to keep himself look well kept, and quite young. You can see the opening of the alley. Yes, Quant?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, perfect. You recognize him as Fen. He strolls on into the alley, and you can see that he's impeccably dressed. All of his clothing has silver lace. He has a wonderful rapier strapped to his side. You can see that he's flanked by some of the better dressed goons that he owns, and he feels quite comfortable approaching you even in this environment. He knows that he's very well protected. And he sort of looks over and he goes,
"Is that the dad of that half elf from earlier?"
That's it.
Yep.
Father of Feanor. Yeah.
Okay.
And also a head of a crime organization. You're quite shocked, even though he knows he's safe, you're quite shocked to see him out in the open like this. And he sort of steps into the alley and he spots the lizard, and you can see his eyes sort of skirt. He obviously has been told there's more than just the lizard here, more than just Grisk. And he's skirting to look. Can I get you both to roll stealth checks again? You even on the roof. Can I get you to roll another stealth check for me, Weave?
Yep.
Oh, I thought that was about to land on a 1.
Would have been funny.
It would have been very funny.
I'm lucky I can re-roll it because I'm a halfling.
You're a halfling,
Fucking
re-roll it. Fucking halflings. Re-roll it. Okay, beautiful. Alright, so he's you can see him scanning. And he sort of steps forward. And he's got this sort of, it's like this extended, almost like, you know, you see, like aliens depicted in movies. He's sort of this extended, like, ghastly flow to the way that he moves. Like, when he extends his limbs, they roll out. He doesn't, when he points, it's not just a point, it sort of rolls out like this. And as he moves, there's sort of a delay, like his whole body isn't moving in sync with each other. So he sort of strolls through down to the alley and he goes, "So, this is where all the fun I've been hearing about has been happening, And he sort of takes a bit of a step forward and he goes, "You, lizard, you're the one who's been bothering my men." And he's looking right at you.
Your man. Do you own that Minotaur, do you?
I do. He's one of mine. And he came home maybe a little grumpier than I'd like. Maybe a little bit more upset than I'd like. And licking his emotional wounds. What did you do to him?
I told him he was a very honest businessman.
Honesty. Yeah. Hard to find these days. You here alone, lizard?
I'm never alone.
Sort of cocks his head to the side. And you see he sort of pushes back his, he's got like a bit of a cloak over, he pushes back his cloak and puts his hand on his hip. He's trying to get a read on you himself. What'd you say? I'm never alone?
I'm never alone. I pat my little lizard on the head, sitting on my shoulder.
What good man travels solo? Especially in times like these. Tell me, what did you do to our bird friend?
Oh, you mean the, like, flock of creatures who went crazy?
You know the trouble that's gonna cause me.
Well, I didn't even know they were there until they started screaming and running around.
Do you know the trouble it's gonna cause you?
No, what are they?
Aye, friends. Sometimes. Can't call them buds. But now, problem. A problem to be solved.
How does one solve a problem with birds?
Well, I heard you are looking to find out a little more about the drow. And I am looking for
Yes.
the same. Only one man who knows it, though.
And who would that be?
That'd be Shay's pet. Roll a history check for the name Shay, Ren.
Hey, I didn't roll bad.
15. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. Shay, you've heard this name. You don't know much. You know that she is very, very, very heavily connected in the Assassin's Guild. It's not a name that is spoken aloud. It's sort of whispered. It's very, very bold of Fen to just drop it like that. He's making a statement. And you also roll an insight check for me. And you can roll an insight check too, if you want. Alex?
No, the subtext of this conversation is going over my head.
Yeah.
I have no idea about anything in this city, so...
You know he knows that Alex wouldn't understand him dropping that name. He's trying to bait, even with a roll like that. Basically, unless you got a 1, you were going to succeed there. So, you can tell he's trying to bait you out.
Fen has figured out by now that the illusion isn't me, so I'm just gonna like let it dissipate. But I'm not gonna step out yet.
Yeah. So the illusion one of the illusions behind you disappears. Alex, you pick up. You can detect the magic sort of disappear. Meow, are you leaving yours for now?
My illusion.
Yeah.
I think isn't duration only 1 minute? Has it been a minute from when I
No.
got
Yeah, I'd say. Like.
Close, yeah.
Close,
Yeah,
but not
I'd say
close.
it's been about a minute at this
that
stage.
means the illusion dissipates.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. He sees the illusions disappear, and then you see a wrinkle creep across his almost perfect, perfect elf face. It's perfectly smooth. You see a little wrinkle in his brow. Just tell me, what are you doing down this alley here? There's only one little lad I know spends time down here, and he's sort of looking around. You can see he's looking for someone.
Could it be that little creature that turns into a black demon goat?
Aye, yeah, wee lad. Loves his games. Tell me what games he's played with you.
Turning all of the alleyways into the same alleyway, essentially. No matter where I went, I was walking into an alleyway. And then he melted through a wall. Kind of confused me.
Aye. Can you trust him? But I'll tell you this. Many are lost in this town of ours. Many are found. If he spoke to you, there's a reason. Now let's talk about your little lass in the courtyard. And you see him sort of gesture back towards one of his goons, and one of his goons steps forward. Weave, are you like tucked down on the roof looking over the edge?
Yeah, I'm observing.
You feel a sharp press of a dagger just against the back of your vertebrae on the back of your neck. You turn to your left, and you can see a Kenku looking right at you, and he's got his finger over the top of his beak like this, like a shh motion.
Yeah.
And he's got the dagger pressed against your neck.
I am doing nothing.
Yep. You guys, Ren and you know that Ren and Gris cannot see you, and could not save you should that dagger be plunged into your neck.
Yeah.
So like I said, Fen reaches back, and someone passes him like it looks like a circular sort of scroll with a seal on it, and he sort of leans forward, and he goes, "I believe this is for you," and he holds it out towards you, Grisk. Ren, are you happy? You happy to just stay out of sight for now?
Yeah, I'm observing.
Yep.
For now.
Do you take it from him?
Sure. I'll take it from him.
Okay. You grab the scroll, and he goes, "Right then, I've spent enough time down here. I'm bored. I'm cold. I'm hungry, and I need a fuck." And he sort of goes to turn around, and he starts walking out, and he stops right at the edge of the alley, and he turns back towards you, and again, you can tell he's trying to bait. He's not trying to, he's not saying what he's saying to you. Yeah? He turns around and he says, "Oh, and by the way, Villain says aye." Aye. And then he steps out and walks around the corner.
The lens says I.
Villain says hi.
Oh, the
And he
lens
says,
says I.
Villain says hi. And he says aye. And then he walks away, disappears around the corner. And you hear his goon sort
Do
of...
I know the lane.
Villain? Villain is Villant's
Villain,
brother.
Villain.
Villain Pa, the twin brother of Villant.
Do I hear this?
You do. Yep.
Oh, that's the
The twin brother that's been missing.
I read the scroll.
been missing.
Okay, so just before you do, you can see as you hear his footsteps sort of disappear down this alley here, and sort of they're lost in the sounds of the ocean, as are all of his feet. And with his departure, life is sort of breathed back into the docks. You can see people are sort of looking back out, seeing they've seen him come and go. If he's willing to step out, then it must be safe for now. And he's now had a conversation with you guys, so you must be at least okay. You lived, and that's the most important part. So you hear the name Verlaine, I'm sure, meow, and you're looking over the edge, even with that dagger pressed. You feel the dagger release from your neck, and you look back, and the Keku is gone.
Yup. Of course, that sly thing.
Okay, the scroll. It has the house symbol of Pa, and it is sealed with a wax stamp of the house of Pa. Grisk. You have no idea,
Right.
but you
have no
would,
idea.
Ren, if you can see it, you recognize that seal immediately.
I give it like 5 seconds of their footsteps leaving, and then I'll approach Grid.
Yep. Okay. Yep, you walk over, right as I'm sure Grisk is about to tear this open. Are you open it up, Grisk?
I will, yes.
Alright, you crack the seal, and this is what's written inside it. Okay, just so you guys know what was happening there, the reason they were all getting private messages initially is because Zippo decided to fuck with the party by donating 10 subs a little while ago, and it just took that long to kick in. So essentially they were all hearing different things, trickery being played upon them. I was writing them private messages the entire time. So
Maybe.
Zippo was doing that, is what you're telling me?
Zippo, well, not Zippo's character, but Zippo has he sent a request after donating 10 subs. You can fuck with the D&D session if you donate 10 subs. So Zippo gave me a cue to roll with, and I rolled with it, and that's where we ended up. So well done,
Yeah, it
Zip.
was good fun.
Yeah, yep. Okay.
I want to grab that little demon creature's.
I might have accidentally
Hands.
blinded people due to Zip as well.
Yeah, the only thing that
Don't know
happened
who.
was blinded me. That's fine.
At least it didn't do any damage.
Okay, let me just get this sent to you. Also, just because it's fucking sweet, once again, Sunday has come through, and we now have a image of Conti's character, and it's fucking rad. Look at this. It's so sweet! Holy! Have these been sent to you, Quant?
Yes.
Yeah. Look, that's so cool! Look, let me just give you the cliff notes of it. It's not copying right now. I'll send it to you shortly. Essentially, it is a letter from Verlaine. I don't know why it's not letting me fucking copy it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a letter from Verlaine. It addresses you specifically, Grisk, and it essentially says, "I've heard of the troubles in your village. I've heard of the loss of your dear friend, and I come to you as nothing more than a friend, but I do need your help." Is the gist of it. And it doesn't really give much more detail, and it says it basically follows up by saying, "You're on the right. Follow the long road. Follow the dark road. Follow the road that leads you home." is how it ends.
Okay. Interesting. I'll show Ren the note. But as I'm about to show him, I'm like, Ren, you interact with that thing we just encountered? The
Who,
fancy...
Fen?
Yeah, that one.
I mean, interact? Sure.
Right. Hmm.
You know, sometimes you have to deal with people you don't necessarily agree with to get things done.
Interesting. True. Yeah, have the note.
He had
And so I understand the gist of it. It seems like it doesn't really apply to things I am aware of that well.
well,
It's
the thing
personal.
that is the most important is that you've seen the name Verlaine. No one's seen Verlaine in years and years and years. So that's something of huge intrigue to you, and something you can probably sell to anyone who is a keeper of information.
Yeah.
Also, who is this person?
That part I've clocked. You're asking who Verlaine is?
Yes. I've never been to this city. I know nothing about this city whatsoever. Apart from apparently I can now remember
Thux.
This is
Thux, yeah.
a long thought lost brother of that uptight.
Villaint Pa.
Yeah. Of that uptight.
oh,
Wealthy
the noisy dude in the big
gaudy
castle place.
asshole we saw earlier.
Right. Is it good to know this brother of him?
Depends on your definition of good.
That is supremely unhelpful.
Yes, I've been called that before.
I'd say it depends on your
Why are you being
relationship.
so fucking diffuse? Is what Alex is saying.
Well, I have a question for you.
Yep.
So, my understanding so far, it seems like I don't know the names. I'm struggling with them. Vivint.
Verlaine and Villant. So Villant is the one who was still.
Villant.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me add that. Villant. Yeah, I've got that. Okay. So Villant is the current leader. Villant seemed pretty uptight, not fun, not friendly. Is Verlaine known to have been friendly?
Correct.
Good
He was a
person.
man of
He's
the
the same
people. It is the rumor.
Still someone I didn't like, but
Yeah, like I said, there are rumors that he was killed by Villant. There's lots and lots of bits and pieces that sort of flow around. Some say that he fell in love with a average Joe woman and just left town. But when he was around, of the two brothers, he was maybe the less formal and less educated. Villant was always the one who preferred to be in the court meetings and understand the process of power. Verlaine was a man of the people. So he would walk the streets, assess what the poor needed, this sort of thing, and do what he could to assist them. He actually stood in the way of the Golden Docks getting reworked into the Golden Docks. They used to just be called the Northern Docks once upon a time, and they were filled with the rabble. But he did everything he could to keep the culture there. But his brother ultimately pushed out the vagabonds and reimagined it as the Golden Docks, and now it's an illustrious port for where all the highly esteemed envoys from the capital land and push through on their way to Heed, the more center of the city.
Okay. So I'll say
Fancy
to
wanker
this,
dog.
Yeah,
after
exactly.
being rather obtuse, I'll say Verlaine was supposed to be the good one, and people think that he was killed a while back, but it seems maybe he's alive, which could be a boon for this place.
Anyone can write a name on a piece of paper, though.
Indeed they can. Yeah, speaking of that, I was going to ask, can I, I know it has the seal. Can I inspect the seal? Can I inspect the writing and try to assess
Sure can.
if
Yeah,
it
investigation.
seems legitimate?
Yep.
I'm not that good at investigation, but...
Trust me, you'll be better than me.
What you know is that in spite of his brother and in spite of the heraldry and the chivalry and the oligarchy and everyone in this town, and that symbolism of the rose that flows through this town, and almost every every single part of it. Verlaine used a lotus as his symbol, a white lotus as his symbol. And with an investigation check of 14, it is a lotus that is printed into the seal. You can't discern much from the handwriting, but the note does smell of lotus.
Okay.
It's almost as if it's been perfumed.
I nod and say, things about this seem like it could be real after all.
Could be real.
Now that I've calmed down a bit, could I investigate that tome that I have?
That'll be an overnight thing, that one.
Okay.
Simply because you'll need time to study it. You're wise enough to know that if that magical tome is not looked at very cautiously, you could open it, turn the pages, and it could be a catastrophe. You need time to study it, and it's just everything's moving a bit too quick for that at the moment. What I will say is you feel warmth trickling down the back of your neck, and when you put your hand to the back of your neck to feel where the Kenku's knife was, you feel along and around your vertebrae, the Kenku has cut carefully the shape of a wilted rose into the back of your neck.
It's bleeding, is that?
Yeah, it's bleeding. It's not a mortal wound or anything like this.
No.
But you've been marked.
What if I want to have a look at the rose that I took from the drow?
You sure can. If you want to, pull it out.
I want to investigate it now. Yeah, I didn't have a proper chance before. This one seems like it's a good time, do you know?
Okay. You pull out. Roll an investigation check. It is near identical. The wilted rose of that pin is near identical to what's on the back of your neck.
They must be working together. I see. I think I'll come down from the roof now, carefully.
Yep.
And I'll still keep the rose that I have, but I'll show them the damage that I sustained.
Yep. So
what I experienced during that.
So you show them the rose in the back of your neck, and you tell them that a Kenku has cut it in. You are once again presented with Weave telling you that while you were dealing with stuff on the ground, he was causing trouble with Kenkus up on the roof.
I nod and say, perhaps that Kenku was just trying to send you a message, little fella.
What if I want to send it a message?
Well, I think you did earlier.
Good.
In fact, you sent it a command. I don't know that.
Wait, that was you that made that stampede of birds?
I'm only saying that because Bob said I didn't notice you peeking over right after the Kenku.
Yeah. Of course.
It might have been. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Might have been.
You, at this stage, are kind of, from what I understand, maybe a little out of leads other than the dock at night. You could probably head down to the White Docks to the south and see what information you can gain, or ask more around the Western Docks. It's up to you. The only lead that you have at the moment, from what I understand, is the wilted rose carved into the back of the neck of Meow, the pin.
Yeah.
You do have Collett's letter. If you think any of your characters would remember it.
I would remember. Well, I saw him grab it.
And
Quickly.
you have Verlaine as a lead, and you also have the Pommel as a lead as well. So it's up to you how you guys want to proceed. Oh, you've got the amulet as well. Yeah.
So this letter, Bob sent to you, right, Alex?
The one
Does
that
it
I
give
handed
us
to
any-
you.
Yeah, the one you handed to me. Does it give us like an instruction, or it just says like, sort of like, "Hey, I'm alive. I know your struggle."
Yeah, well, he only gave me he only gave us the cliff notes
Please
because
help
he's
me.
having trouble to paste it. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. Obviously,
basically,
once he gets the
says,
ability
"Please
to
help
send it to me.
Yeah.
Yes, it's asking for us basically. He wants me to help him, and then he would potentially be in a position to then help me.
Okay. And this was handed to us by this Fen character.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, Fen seems pretty dangerous. Do you guys want to risk having a conversation with this character?
Well, this Verlaine character, you obviously used him to send a
Yeah, because
message.
we could probe Fen to understand how he got his hands on this.
You'd have a
letter
request
from
finding him
Verlaine.
again.
Yeah. I think I can figure that out. But we also could attempt to just find our way to the Assassin's Guild. We know the name Shay.
True.
And we can potentially push our way in there, though they are a bit of a dangerous, more dangerous group, even than Fen, perhaps.
Very true. It could be not worth it antagonizing them further. But
I'm
fuck
now
it.
interested in learning what that letter pertained that the jar had and that Collard has now. I want to have a look
Wait.
at that, especially with the experience that I just endured.
Well, I didn't know
That is
about
true.
any letter.
No,
I don't think you, Ren, would know about any letter either.
it was only.
I don't think I knew. Yeah.
No,
No. Because he got it before. Because, yeah, you investigated and found it but didn't take it, didn't you, Mia?
yeah, and then I saw him take it.
Yeah.
Did you mention it to us?
No.
I have not yet. Just like
Neither of them
Okay.
has mentioned
I only
it.
told you that I got gold from the Drascos.
Yeah. You could tell us about that, and we could find our way to wherever Colet is.
I'll consider it after I read the letter, if I get my
He-
hands on it.
He is in the NPC loading zone. He is where we technically really need him.
Yep.
He's in a bar nearby.
Pretty much.
Bar fight always brings knowledge. Okay, I was listening into everything that you were saying while I was out there. I just had my headphones on. You can absolutely just ask Collett for his note. We're assuming he's there with you, or not there with you. So, Meltmar did say if he was pressed, he would give it up. If you mention it, but I'm going to say that you'd be mentioning it in front of everyone, Meow, if you do mention it.
Yeah, I will be. That's fine. Considering now I have the mark on the back of my neck, and they don't know that I have something that relates to it, but I still want to ask now that I know.
Okay. Okay. The letter that was given to Meltmar, to his character, reads, "Dear Shay, the lizard is the target. The succubus will have them walk the blood rose. The bugbear mustn't touch the floor. Find the lane." It says, "Dear Shay, the lizard is the target. The succubus will ask them to walk the blood rose. The bugbear mustn't touch the floor. Find the lane." And it's signed Hade. H-A-D-E.
Who's assigned again?
Hade. H-A-D-E.
Right.
The lizard is the target.
Hmm. I'm not very happy with you, Meltmar.
Uh-oh, when he comes back.
I would assume if Meltmar was hanging around a little bit longer, he would have shared that anyway. Collett, his character isn't like the sneaky type. I think he was keeping it quiet from Thux, not from you guys. I think that's what he was doing. Yeah.
No, I get that.
Interesting.
So that's read out
Who's
loud.
this
Yeah.
bugbear?
So the bugbear is Zippo's character. That's Zippo's
Yeah,
character.
I just want to learn a bit more about it. Because I know these
I know,
guys.
I want Zippo to be here. Where is Zippo?
Yeah, he's busy. He's busy.
And do
Were
we
you
know
all
anything?
told to walk the festival by someone?
Mhm.
Well, you
Well,
you weren't
Well-
told that.
No.
So
Either was
not to
yeah.
metagame, but
Alright.
Collett was the only one who was told to walk the blood
Okay.
rose. If he was told that there is an eye on the bottom of the tub, and that him and the bugbear should walk the blood rose and collect the eye for someone.
Yes.
But you guys don't know
that's
that.
why for Colette to be
Yes.
back to press him on who
That,
told
yes.
him to
I
do
mean,
that.
again, I think he'd probably give it up. I think he would. I don't think he would hide that necessarily from
Yeah.
you guys.
True,
So-
but we also can't just be like, oh, he's had all this information given to him. We can just press it out of him when his character's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's sort
It's,
of.
I'd be
it's up to you guys. I don't.
I'd be okay with
It's-
waiting.
it's up to
because
you.
they're not here. Yeah.
Okay. So for now, he shares at least the note. He's at least shared
Yeah.
the note with you.
But the note mentions this Shay person as well. Have I seen this wilted rose symbol anywhere?
No, the wilted rose is a you've never seen it before. You know what? Roll an investigation check. Let's just see if you spotted it on the robes of the. You'll need to roll high.
Ooh, I rolled high.
You did roll high. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Easy. That's a success. Yeah, you've seen the wilted rose specifically on the robes of these
Kenku?
not Kenku, not the Kenku,
Or
the purple robed bits and bobs that are getting around that are connected to the drow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's the symbol I've seen on those
Correct.
weird
correct.
figures that have shown up in the last 2 weeks. you
Yeah.
said.
I'm just going to turn my camera for a second so I can write on the shot. But I will still be listening
Okay,
right here.
so the Kenku seems to be associated with this group.
Is he? Are you assuming?
I am assuming.
Well, you know that the Kenku,
Arctic.
you know that the Kenku aren't used by this group. They're used by the Assassin's Guild.
Yeah.
But it can't go
Meaning,
So
meaning
why
that
would-
it seems,
So
it
why
seems
would-
layers of the Assassins group is coordinating with the these Drow assassins? Or Drow
Are they?
subset of the Assassins.
That's a bold assumption.
I don't know.
Well,
Oh,
one of the
okay.
Kenku-
Maybe I misunderstood earlier. I thought you said earlier that the Kenku were eyes and ears for the Assassins Guild.
They are correct.
So this Kenku that carved the symbol into Weave's neck, I'm assuming was working with the Assassins group, but I guess maybe it was a different Kenku.
What you know, I'm not here to. By the way, I'm not telling you the otherwise. What you know that the Kenku work for the Assassin's Guild usually
Yeah.
to gather information. You know that you spooked a Kenku. The Kenku left, returned, got the jump on Meow, and then carved that wilted rose symbol into the back of his neck. That's the fact. You also remember that the Assassin's Guild is called the Veiled Thorn. They don't, and you know the symbol of the Assassin's Guild. It's a crown of thorns.
Yeah, okay. So the Kenku, one way or another, has left the symbol of this other group on your neck, even though we thought they were working with the Assassins. So the Kenku
They may
is on
they
its
may
own.
still be. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to metagame. I'm just yeah.
Yeah. But one way or another, that means that the Kenku, by association, is connecting Assassin's Guild with the Drow assassins. We also have a letter here saying that our lizard friend was a target for assassination for some reason. Is there any reason that you can think of that you would have been targeted for assassination, Chris?
No idea whatsoever. At least not in this city. I haven't done anything in this city.
I mean, if someone was pretending to be someone, and you were the only person who could bring that undone.
That is true.
Yeah, it's a bit strange that
Because
you were
remember,
targeted
well, remember,
in the city.
I don't want to metagame too much, but remember, you found that pommel, and
Yeah.
Verlaine said that he's sorry to hear about the loss of your very, very good friend.
Yeah.
So, if that
Yeah,
wasn't
who's your very good friend, Grisk?
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm having issues with memory. Although I did get a big flash and rush of memory when we found this pommel, pulled the pommel out.
Mhm.
Which, I've seen this pommel today. Thux had it. So,
The sword Thux was wielding had this
Had-
pommel on it.
yes. And I made this pommel.
Have I noticed that Thux had that pommel?
100%. Yeah, I said that specifically to you, that you recognize the pommel as well. Yep.
So,
That is curious.
Come visit Orison City in the clouds, and I put it in red and blue, so it's 3D.
oh no. 3D is just a stupid gimmick and you know it, Bob.
It is.
Perhaps we should go speak with Fen some more then.
That
Yeah,
requires finding him.
Yeah,
And
we'll find it.
he's probably not very happy with us.
I think he'll be fine.
Okay,
More so
our
than
funeral.
infiltrating the Assassin's Guild. I mean, if Fen wanted to kill you, he would have done it moments ago.
Yeah, but he was given something to deliver a letter to us. Because he wouldn't have
Yeah,
just
but why?
come out of nowhere and deliver a letter. He had to have been given something for it.
I mean, I know Fen
he's a
is
big
the
crime boss.
head of a crime family, but is he like a particularly evil crime lord, or just like run of the mill, or does he help out?
He paints himself as a visionary, savior of the lower class of the people. He's really just a
Yeah.
thug who ended up on top.
Yeah. So he's just the average person fucked over by the system, trying to make it by that found a position of power.
Yep. He's not like a heinous evil war criminal who's out there like beating people in the street. He taxes the poor himself. If you're in the Western Docks, he's importing weapons, all this sort of stuff. So, he's not a good man, but he's not like evil. He's not out there being malicious and killing people. He'll kill people that get in
For no
the
reason.
way of him making money. Yeah.
Yes, but a person like that doesn't go out of their way to deliver a note of all things. So
Well,
something serious
perhaps-
must have been given to him for him to do it. Doesn't mean he feels
Or-
charitable towards us at all.
There could be incentive, perhaps, for him to work with Verlaine, because he could see that as an opportunity to climb the ladder, if you might.
Weave, what are you thinking?
Like that.
I want to hear from Weave. You guys are yapping a lot, but Weave in the background isn't saying much.
I'm listening
You're just
intently.
listening? Okay.
I'm just, if those two want to go along to Fen, I will go with, but I will not go directly. I'll observe them from a distance.
Huh?
That's my take on the situation. Based on his actions and what I overheard, I would rather not seek Fen. But I will go with you. If you
I agree, I
decide to
don't-
go.
I don't really think sinking him out at this point in time is a good idea.
I think you're confident. So what we've got here is we've got Ren, who probably understands Fen's nature a little more, being that he's in the city.
Yeah.
He knows he's a crime boss, and he's probably had previous interactions. So I think Ren is more likely to want to engage with Fen.
So,
than you guys are. So you're sort of at an impasse there. It's up to you whether you want to make that decision. Remember, if you want to contact the Assassin's Guild, you know the rumor about the Western Docks. You can also continue to look around. You can go back and challenge thugs at the Palisade. There's a lot that you can do here.
Yep. I mean, we have suspicions of a number of things. I just feel understanding this, how this letter came into Fenn's possession, could clue us into more. Because otherwise, I don't know where else to look.
Now, just a quick thing with Fenn though.
Yeah.
If he is, as you say, he is thug, crime boss, so on and so forth, what do we have that we could offer him as incentive for him to actually tell us how the letter came into his possession? Because sure as hell, someone in that sort of position who's controlling a gang or so on and so forth like that would not just be like, oh yeah, this is how I got it. It's not like there's nothing to be gained for him for just telling us that.
Well, we know that something is amiss in the palace. Perhaps
Potentially, we think.
certain figure is not who they say they are.
Remember too,
That's certainly a very wild.
you can ask
theory.
me questions and you can probe me as well. Okay, you've got the information you have,
Yep.
but I am your GM. So if you need guidance or you need direction, or you need more information, or you want to find out something about the city, remember there's still a game here to be played. You can still dig out more information as well. Yeah.
Well, what I will do, I will command my familiar to go to try and get two thugs back at the Palisade.
To try and do what?
To try to get back to thugs at the Palisade, my familiar.
You want your familiar? Can you communicate through your familiar?
You can communicate telepathically up to a mile with your familiar. I
Okay.
believe. Let me just double check.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed.
I will be back in a second, but if they decide to go to Fran, I will follow. And also, I am kind of in the middle ground, but I don't want to get myself into too much danger. That's my position. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
No, it's the communication is 100 feet. But that's okay. I can send him there to see if that person is there though.
For sure. Yeah, alright, lizard time. Lizard. Away he scutters. Off towards the Palisade. You see him jump down and plop away.
He is very small.
Yep.
His size is tiny, so he's probably only the size of like a skink.
Yep, as long as he's not preyed on by a cat or something, he'll make it the whole way. And I'm going to assume
Yeah,
because no cats are going to get him. No one's going to notice him either. Okay.
The way I see it is if we go to the Assassin's Guild, we're probably signing ourselves up to fight to the death until we get the information we need. With Fenn, you know, we might have to make him with some kind of a deal that will be in our favor. But at the end of the day, what does it matter?
Yes, but does someone of your standing want to be held under the sway of one of the criminal crime bosses?
Oh, I've been under the sway of every crime boss around at least once in my life. It's just part of the way of this world.
Well, if we can find him, sure, go ahead.
Well, you happen to see,
If we can find him.
at that moment, you happen to see, a familiar face, with a golden human foot, come around the corner. With his big group of thugs. He's strolling through.
Hey,
Clunky!
What'd you call him?
Clunky!
Clunky.
Clunky.
Clunky! Just the honest businessman I wanted to see.
He
Aye.
doesn't know who I am, does he?
No. Aye. And what can an honest businessman do for you?
Well,
And he lets out a deep exhalation. And rings through his big cow nose.
we just had a note dropped off by your boss, and we'd like to know a little bit more about
Wait. And he looks to his right and points. And then all of his goons sort of go into this little house. And about 10 seconds later, they throw out a woman carrying a baby, and she hits the ground. Her baby's okay. And they go, "Doll, we need to use your home for a second." And they all sort of pile on in, waving you in. for a bit of privacy.
Oh.
I step in last and hand the woman 2 gold pieces.
She looks up at you with like absolute shock and sort of takes them and she goes, thank you. And then she sort of steps aside and is just sort of rocking her baby back and forth. Her baby's a bit upset by it all. But what you see is everyone else around noticed that you just gave 2 gold pieces to that woman.
That might be a good thing or a terrible thing you have just done to that woman.
Okay.
Well, we're in an alley, right? It's just these thugs.
We're in her house now.
Yeah, you've just pushed into the house. She's still outside. Okay, you step on in. There's about, let's say, 4 or 5 of his goons. They all just make themselves comfortable, go into a cellars. They all come up with the only little bit of cheap wine that they have, and they all start pouring it amongst themselves and giggling. Stig sort of looks around for somewhere to sit, and none of it appeals to him, so he stays standing. He looks straight towards you, Grisk, and he goes, lad, you don't talk about him out there. You need to talk about him. You talk about him in here.
Okay. Is that because there's lots of little birdies flying around?
Aye, too many. I saw a few today already.
An encounter of one a bit too close to my own liking as well.
Mm.
Safe inside.
He
Showing
looks
him the mark.
before you even show the mark. He looks down and he goes, I heard you're in the market for a scarf, little man.
A scarf? Well,
Aye.
I wouldn't mind one. Yes.
And he sort of cackles to himself and looks around, and he sees a children's blanket on the table, and he sort of giggles and throws it at you. You get hit with this little dirty brown blanket. And so he looks back towards you, and you, Ren, and Grisk, waiting for you to ask what you want to ask.
Go on, Ren. You're the one who wanted to talk to Fen.
Yeah, yes, of course. Stiggs, listen, we gotta get some better understanding about some things, some details.
Right.
Which means I need to have another conversation with Fen.
Or
I know it's a bit unusual, but there must be something we could work out.
you won't speak to him again, lad. You tell old Stiggs what you need. Let me see if I can help you.
Listen, Stiggs. We've been through this before. The words I say don't always come out of your mouth on the other end the same way.
Yeah, roll a persuasion check.
Oh, I rolled well again.
Yeah, you did. All right. He said, "Thank you, Pandemonius." He's a big grin creeps across his face. He goes, "Too right. You've always had more of a silver tongue. Last time you had me golden boot up your ass."
Yeah, that's what you thought it was, at least.
He sort of fiddles around for a bit, and at this point he's sort of sick of standing, and he finds a little a rocking chair that's there, and he slumps down into it. You hear the rocking chair sort of, the chair struggles to hold this Minotaur up, and as he gets down, he starts twisting off the golden foot on his leg, and he sort of picks it up and he looks at it. And he goes, "Sounds to me like you need something from me. So what can you do for an old tired bull like me?"
Well, what do you need?
He sort of leans back in his chair, and you can tell he's already got something in mind, but he's taking the time. He's taking as much time. He's enjoying the position of power that he's in. Just fucking loving it. Takes his time. He looks at his foot for a second and pretends to think, and he plucks all the bits and pieces out of it. And then he starts winding it back on. And then he puts his foot back down. You hear it clank.
We don't all day.
Give you a clank against the ground. He sort of clanks it a couple more times. I tell you what. You go out there, about 2 streets down, you'll find the executioner. Man owes me a favour. Tell him I'm calling it in. Well, and I'll see what I can do for you.
Is this executioner going to comply with this request?
He will. If you give him this, and he sort of looks around for one of his goons, and his goon comes over, and he gets handed a ring, and he looks at the ring for a second, he goes, such a pretty little thing, and he sort of looks at it and blows it off, and he passes the ring to you, Ren.
Okay.
Did you want to inspect it?
Take the ring. Yeah, I'll look at it.
Yep. Roll investigation. Okay, that's enough. You can see on the inside of the ring it says, "One ring to bind them." No. It says, for my love, ever and always, is inscribed on the inside of it.
Huh, okay. Why wouldn't this guy want to just go tell him himself? But whatever. Those are my thoughts. I'll nod and say, all right, Stiggs, you know, I never quite understand what makes you tick, but I can do this for you.
It's be a mighty difficult task walking down 2 streets.
Yeah.
I don't envy having 1 foot.
Do you say that to him?
Yes.
Grisk. Oh my god.
Alright. He doesn't even... He's doing everything he can to not acknowledge that statement, but you do see one of his ears flick. And just a little flick on one of his little Minotaur ears.
Excellent.
Alright, well, shall we go now? You want to come here?
I'll wait right here. Should be no more than, half an hour? I'll see you soon, lad.
I'm going to leave, like, very abruptly.
I'll do the same.
Like, turn around and, like, go out the door quickly. And as I leave, I'm going to grab the woman's arm.
Yep.
And drag her. She's carrying her child.
Yeah. I'm
going to drag her a little ways away from the house.
Mm-hmm.
And say, make sure you go spend that money. Get yourself some food for the week. You probably know somewhere that she can lay low in the Western Docks, so you probably have a friend somewhere that you could probably push her towards if you're worried about her. Yeah. I'll tell her a house to stay at for.
What's the name of the person who's in the house? Give me a name. I don't care what it is.
Griselda.
Griselda? Beautiful. Yep. Beautiful. Okay. She nods and she disappears in the direction of the house. Okay.
As I'm leaving the building,
Uh-huh.
I'll be like, Stiggs, you do realize that any decent level cleric could fix your foot, and then just walk out the door.
You hear him say, "You do realize that any one of my men can fix your fucking attitude."
It would be fun.
Alright. You stroll off out into the distance. Okay. At this stage, it's getting quite warm. It's about 1 o'clock. The heat is bearing down on top of you. Oh, sorry. Go me up.
I'm quite tired at this point, actually. I'm still ready to move on.
Are you saying your character's tired?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Go. Yep. So you push on into that heat. The heat is coming down pretty pretty hard on top of you. Again, though, the sun might be warm, but the air is cool, just by the nature of where you are. You can see, literally, here, I'll draw on the map right here. You've just had this conversation, and we'll say this house here, okay? You know that the executioner's house is 2 streets over, right here. This is where the executioner's house is. It's not that far at all. It takes you all of 2.5 minutes to stroll on down towards it. When you get there, you can see that the door is boarded up and the windows are boarded up.
Interesting. Grisk, would you like to figure this one out? Would you? I look for another place we can enter with.
Yeah, I'm gonna stroll around to the side and look for other entries.
Yep. Do an investigation check for me.
Should I as well?
Whoever's looking around.
I'm getting all my good rolls now.
17. And a 20. Okay. You notice that as you wrap around this side of the building into the inner court, there is a back door that is not sealed and has a lantern lit on the side of it. There's nothing suspicious about the lantern. It must have been lit by the person inside.
Yes,
yeah.
There is someone in there. I'm going to knock. See if there is anyone that is willing to make their presence known.
Yep. Are you guys all alongside him?
I'm still at the front door.
You're still at the front door? Okay. All of you roll a perception check.
Alright, there's a bad one. Get him out of the way.
Okay, you don't hear anything, Ren, obviously. Usha. Grisk. You hear what sounds like a grown man crying. Coming from inside.
Okay. I'll bang on the front door.
You bang on the front door. Boom, boom, boom. The door sort of shakes. The whole building shakes as you pound it with your fist. Remember, this isn't a stone building. This is a woodwork building in this district. So as you bang on the side of it, boom, 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 it echoes through all of the wood, and you hear the crying stop, but you don't really hear any movement.
Fair enough.
Can I try and use a crowbar to get a view inside? Maybe with one of the wood boardings.
Do you have a crowbar?
Yes, I do.
You do? Okay.
I do.
I also have a crowbar.
Some kids start with a crowbar, yes.
Right. I mean, you can. The door that Alex knocked at is the one that was boarded up, though. You could try knocking on the non-boarded door, or you could try peering through the window before you start destroying his home as well. There are gaps.
I will try to peer and then use this second option.
Okay. You move towards the window and you peer in. It looks dark. You can see. It's very. Do you have low light vision?
Where can I see the features and traits? No.
I don't think halflings do.
It says it on senses on the front page.
It does, yes. It'll say dark vision and have a
Dark
distance
vision
between,
0.
Then you do not.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't.
Okay. You look through. You can see like a low lit room, a table in the center of the room, and what looks to be a very large creature moving around inside. And on the table there seems to be what looks like could be a cake, could be gathered cloth. There's like a bundle sitting on the table.
A very large creature.
Yeah, you'd say whatever it is
there
7'5", 7'6". It's quite large.
Is there any
the door you're looking at though is probably only 6 foot high, maybe a bit lower.
Yeah. Is there any sort of possible gap where I could sneak in? And if not, can I use my crowbar to try and find one?
Roll an investigation check first. What are you doing, Ren?
I'm watching.
There is.
Weave very curiously.
24.
There is. Yeah, there's definitely a way for you to sneak in. In fact, you see a perfectly sized hole up towards the roof that looks like it hasn't quite been filled in.
Yes, well, I'll make my way up there and then peek in to see the situation, and then...
It's unless you move in, you're still going to have the issue with the darkness from the outside
true.
looking in.
I'm going to move in then, yes.
Alright, you sort of push in. You sort of clutch yourself into the rafters. Grisk and maybe Grisk doesn't see this, but Quanti, your character Ren, absolutely sees the sees Weave just disappear into the roof.
Really quick,
rafters.
as Weave is beginning to make their way up there, I'm going to, because I can see it's dark inside, presumably, because I've like observed them looking in. I can see in because I have dark vision for 120 feet apparently.
You want to go have a look?
I'm gonna whisper and pick up a stone and cast light on it and toss it to Weave.
Before he disappears in.
Yeah, before you disappear inside.
Are you going to grab that, Weave?
Sorry, say it again. I was just doing something else.
So he's cast light on a stone, and he's trying to throw it to you as you enter.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you creep in through the hole in the roof, and the whole room lights up, bright white, from the light of the stone. And you see a very fierce-looking, full-blooded orc. Before you saw half-orcs in the street, Quant. This is a full-blooded orc. He is, like I said, massive for his size, 7'6", like a big, framed, massive creature. And he sees you immediately because of the light on the stone that you were carrying. And he goes, "I think it's best you come down, lad."
Because you're like in the rafters.
Yeah.
Do I hear the interaction happen?
Yeah, he's threatening. He's absolutely threatening him. You can hear him. It's quite a step. Yeah.
Can I let you guys? Yeah, you guys hear it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna yell a bit from the street and say like, "We're just here to talk."
You see him notice the voice outside, and he gets up out of his chair, and it's a comically small chair for him, by the way. As he gets up, the chair that he gets out of is basically what would be a stool to us. What would be a full-size chair to us is almost a stool to him, and he gets up out of it, and he goes, "Right, sounds like trouble." And he steps out of your sight into a room, and he re-enters the room with an axe that is as big as him.
Should we show him the ring?
You don't have
It's
the
in
ring.
my pocket. You went
don't have the
inside
ring on
already.
Don't you blame him? You fucking gave him a giant flashlight. You went, "Hey, are you trying to sneak here? This'll help."
Maybe I should have
Right.
put
Also, he could have covered it with his shirt or something.
Yeah. Okay. So he stayed there looking up with his axe. You can still knock on the door or whatever.
Yeah.
So from his perspective, he's heard someone bang on one door, and then he's had a big thud on one door that he's intentionally sealed, and then he's seen someone crawl through his roof. So he knows something's up.
Oh, could I cast Mage Hand to grab the ring from Ren? I'll ask him first as well if I can grab the ring using it.
I think it might be all happening too quick. You can try. You can definitely try.
I think you would.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of
me.
Yeah.
It's only 30 feet of range as well. I might not be that close.
I want to know what you're doing.
I'll move over to the hole that Weave was looking through and peer in, so I can see what's happening.
Okay, so he sees you as well now. You see his eyes sort of squint, and he sort of is holding his axe, and he says, "I warn you, lad. I ain't got much more to lose."
Do I know this guy's name?
Yes, you do. Or maybe, well, you know him as the Executioner. Do you want to roll history to see if you've had any interactions?
Yeah, do I know, like,
Yeah.
any more details about him? 10.
Yeah,
Maybe
this is...
some past.
So, everyone affectionately refers to him as Iron Jaw, but you know him well enough that you know his name is Brent. Go ahead, Chris. Or...
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a moment to see what's going to happen.
I'm happy to also try and use my charisma on him to negotiate that we come with friendly intentions.
Okay, before either of you do that, what is your character doing, Alex? What's Grisk doing?
Well, I'm hearing this commotion, I take it? Or
Yep,
I'll do a perception check.
Yep. Are you gonna do a perception check? Yeah.
Yep, to see if I notice it. With a 19, I'm pretty sure I'll notice this commotion hanging on. Well then, I will knock on the front door again and say, "Oi,
Yep.
the boy seems to talk."
You say the bull boy sent you to talk. Okay, I need both you, Ren, and because Ren and Weave both have sight of him.
Yep.
I need you both to roll a immediate insight check straight away.
Okay.
Not looking good.
9.
It's not looking good.
I'll say you notice it, Ren. Maybe you don't, Weave, because you're distracted, holding this little white stone in the rafters. At the sound of the word bull, he has activated his barbarian rage. He's not attacking yet, but you see on him red symbols start to light up along his arms of the tattoos that are all along and up his arm and up his neck, and they begin to glow hot red at the name of the bull, or the word of the bull. He's on the edge.
Is it still possible to communicate with him through charisma?
I mean, he's got ears.
You can always talk.
Can I try?
Try.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
It's not a skill, it's just charisma, straight up charisma, right? Or persuasion.
Depends what you're trying to do.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to persuade him that we come here with friendly intentions and that we mean no harm, nor interruptions to his lifestyle, as we missed.
What do you say? Tell me what your character says. I want to hear what your character says.
We come in peace. We just want to sort something out, just to gain permission from your boss of sorts. I'm not sure what else to call him. We know you have a connection. Maybe you'd call it a favor. We don't need any harm or bad will.
I need you to roll a perception. That's right, a persuasion.
Remind me what the ring said.
It said, "For my love, ever and always." Something to this extent.
Okay, and could I add something
Yep.
to render aid for this persuasion check?
Yep.
To maybe give advantage. I'm gonna say, Brent, we don't know the circumstances, but we were given a ring.
Mm-hmm.
We aren't here with any ill will.
Okay, roll. Roll persuasion. The support.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, when you say ring, you see his eyes widen, and he sort of looks over towards you and he says, "Tell me, does she live?" And he sort of goes and reaches towards something on the table.
He said, "Tell me that she lives."
Yep.
I was worried about something like this. Can I see with my dark vision what's on the table more clearly?
Yeah, he reaches for the table, and in amongst all of the cloth that you can see on the table, he lifts up a severed hand. It seems to be the hand of a woman. You can't discern species. you can see a tan line on the severed hand, where a ring would be worn.
Can I try and
Brent. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I try and do a deception check saying that yes, she does live very precisely? Like, I know for sure they told us that she is okay. We can show you.
You can?
We'll see.
Roll your persuasion, or deception rather. Okay, that is enough to at least calm the air a bit. The thought of this woman being alive is enough to at least calm him. He sort of stares up again at you two, and he goes, "What does he want? What's that fucking bull want?"
Did the bull do this, Brent?
They all fucking do it. We've paid again and again. I make as much as I can on an executioner's wage, but wasn't enough for that two-old fucker.
Is this executioner like well respected amongst?
Yeah.
people?
Well, like
No, that's
he's
not well.
he's disliked because he's the
Yeah.
executioner. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, okay.
But he's not malicious. He's not a violent man. He doesn't go around harming anyone. He's just stupid enough to have picked a job that everyone in the town, no one else in the town wanted. So he's just a hangman. That's the nature of it. He swings his axe, pulls the lever on a gallows. And that's his job. That's what he does.
Can I?
Brent, listen. What can we do, you know?
Before, hold that. Alex, can you roll a perception check?
Sure.
You can hear what's going on, and you maybe look around to see if there's another way in case this is going wrong. And you've been getting issues with your vision since you got to Blotrus the entire time. And you start to see like flickers in your eyes. The sun sort of beaming down on this hot afternoon. You sort of look up towards the sun to rub your eyes because you know something's going on. You know that if you were looking in a mirror, you'd be seeing the red, now crimson swirl curling over the top of your yellow eyes. But as you sort of look up to rub your eyes, you catch what looks to be a beak hanging over the edge of one of the roofs. And then it sort of slinks out of vision right as you catch sight of it.
Okay.
Back to you. What were you doing, Ren? And or Weave?
What are we doing?
Can I do it? Do I see enough of him to recognize that I can do a history check and try and discern if I've seen him before, or have any knowledge of his whereabouts?
Of the orc?
Yeah, of the orc's past.
You're not from this town, are you?
No.
No, probably not.
Do you recognize?
Probably not. Like you might have been here long enough to see him getting around. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you can roll a history check if you want to. Yeah, go for it. Okay. Because you are the inquisitive sort, and in the time that you've been here, you've been looking around the city quite a bit. Just try to understand it. Know who is worth knowing. Something you've spotted is you've seen the Hangman, you've seen Ironjaw, Brent getting around before. And when he's working, he is dressed as ferociously as he can, makes himself look stern, takes the lives he needs to take. When he's not working, he is doing everything he can to spoil his elvish wife. She is known all the way through Blotrus as one of the most beautiful women that has ever graced the streets. And no one can really understand why such a stunning and magnificent woman would have chosen this orc. No one's ever been able to work it out. You guys might be gleaming now that there's a kindness to him that you wouldn't see unless he wanted you to see it. And maybe that's what's won her over.
Brent, can I come in?
It's good to know.
He sort of looks up and he takes a second, and he goes, "Can I see the ring?"
I hold it through the slat in the boards that I'm peering through.
Yep. He walks around. You see him sort of put the axe on the table, and you hear the table groan as he places it on top. This is a mighty, mighty, mighty axe. It could hew this building down with a swing. And you hear it as he puts it down on the table, and he walks towards the door. And you see with his 2 big green fingers, he grabs the tiny doorknob and twists it and opens it up for you to come on in.
I'll step in.
Yep.
Duck in my head.
Yep. You duck on through. Back out to you for a second, Grisk. What are you doing?
Well, upon seeing the bird, I was like, "Hey, we got the fucking birds again, boys."
You hear that from inside?
Oh, you say that as I'm stepping in?
Yep.
Yep.
Ah.
So, Weave, look out for your neck.
I roll a perception check to see if I hear him because I'm in the rafters and he says.
Yeah. Roll it. Oh, you can hear he's trying to get your attention.
Okay.
You can't hear the words. You can hear that Grisk is trying to get the boy's attention.
Right, make that up.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, perhaps we can talk a bit quieter in here.
Yeah.
Why don't you come on down?
I'm going to say that you've got a relationship with Brent. He's seen the kindness that you've shown the lower class. There have been times where someone's been incorrectly sent to the gallows, and let's say that you've made agreements with him to maybe get someone free that was sort of just the victim of the upper class. The upper class has just sort of said, "Oh, it was him what did terrible things to her, not me," and then that lower class person gets sent, to kill a mockingbird style, So,
Yep.
So you've got a bit of a relationship. It's sort of an unspoken trust and respect between you two. You've just been beckoned down by Ren. Ren's basically saying you should come on down from the rafters if you want to.
Yep. I feel safe enough to now.
Yep.
I slowly make my way down to the floor about where he is. Carefully still looking at the ogre, but with a more relaxed gaze now.
You hear a perception roll from Quant and Meow. Seven sevens. You hear what sounds like something knock against the outside of the building you're in. Alex, Grisk, you hear the unmistakable sound of a crossbow bolt slapping into the wall next to you, and it has a little note attached to it. This is what the note says. Back to you guys inside.
1 second before you go back to them.
Yep.
I will, I'll read the note.
Yep.
And I'll look up to where I saw the bird, and I go, "You do realize lizards eat birds?"
You hear in your exact voice spoken back to you.
"You do realize lizards eat birds?"
And a little beacon eye peek over the top again.
Or, "You're tempting me."
Then you hear in a female voice, it's coming from the Kenku. You hear, "Just look, don't touch, just look, don't touch."
We'll see. I'll start walking around towards, the direction that Ren went.
Okay, you walk around the side of the building. Kenku slips back away over the top of the building. What's going on inside? You see, just so you know what Brent is doing, he sort of falls back into his chair, defeated, holding this hand, this severed hand.
How long does it look like the hand has been severed for?
Roll a perception check.
Sure.
Or roll a medicine check.
Maybe
Medicine check.
medicine.
Yeah, medicine.
Ooh, 20. total?
It's pretty fresh. Yeah, it's pretty fresh. You can see that the cloth that's on the table has blood that has leaked. Has very recently had blood leak out of it from the severed hand.
And I ask, what happened?
He looks at you and
In a light tone.
he sort of shrugs for a second and he says,
I was doing my job. I come home. I find this here. Someone's been in. She's gone. I paid him. I told him I pay him.
How much did you owe,
Hey,
Brent?
4 gold pieces. He did this over 4 fucking gold pieces.
Do you think it was the Minotaur's directing?
Of course it is. He's got fucking short man syndrome. All I want to do is pick him up by his fucking horns and throw him through the wall.
God damn it, Bobs.
Oh. What do I poke my head through the door. What do I hear about throwing a Minotaur? I can get behind this.
he reaches for his axe as he sees the lizard stick his head in. Not like in aggression, just in panic, because someone else has just appeared at his doorway. He sort of puts his hand on his axe.
It's the one from the front door.
Yes, you. You're the one what that pretty boy was looking at. I remember you. Don't you fucking
Yes.
turn into no lizard, dear lizard.
Well, so long as you don't throw that axe at me, I won't have to turn into a lizard. Well, a bigger lizard.
A bigger lizard.
is there even bigger lizards you can turn into after you're a bigger lizard?
They call that a dragon. Yeah.
Someday.
Yeah. They call it a dragon.
Uh,
The big lizard.
the big lizard. The big, big lizard.
Yeah.
It's also like worms and some other
True.
in
Depends what type.
between dragons and normal wyverns.
Now remember, the bull sent you here to call in a favor. That's what he said.
Yeah. I know. I was kind of waiting for Weave to deliver the guidance, but I guess the bull said it to me. I was gonna say, Brent, what favor would Styx need of you?
Favor? And you see him sort of scratch his head. His big green mitt slaps onto his bald head and he rubs his thumbs along his skull for a second. You could hear the sound of his fingers on his skull and he's applying so much pressure. It sounds like someone's like sliding a chair across leather. It's like so thick. The density of his skin and his big fingers. And he sort of scratches for a bit and then he stops and he goes,
Favor? He wants me to fucking kill Eli.
and he sort of, you see that he's sort of come to a realization.
Who's Uli? Uli?
Eli?
You can roll a history check to find out who Eli is if you want.
I will, but I'm also just gonna ask him just to confirm. I got 16 though.
Okay. All right. Do you want to ask him first?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, which Eli?
Fucking Eli. He's up and coming. One of them captains that works for Fenn. Of course, if the bull can't hurt him. The bull hurts him, then the bull gets hurt. I hurt him. The bull gets what he wants. And then I get hurt anyway.
Well then.
Huh.
Sounds like we hurt the bull.
Yeah,
And
what
he-
happens if the bull gets hurt?
You see him. You see his eyes light up. He goes,
Well, I already took one of those fucking hooves right off him. I'll gladly take the other.
Oh, you're the reason he's clunky. Excellent.
Yeah, seems like maybe you need to finish a job there.
You've quite the history, it seems.
he goes. He sort of looks over, and he goes,
You seen my wife? You seen her?
Yes, we have.
Roll a deception check. Both of you. If you both answer, both roll deception checks.
Oh, I thought he was asking just generally.
I'm still fine.
Yeah, you're fine for now. If you genuinely thought you just no, if you yeah. If you actually thought, then that's fine. That's fine.
Let me do the slide talk.
You were lying. I forgot that you were lying about that. So, yeah.
And he goes, he looks over towards the lizard and he looks back towards you and he says, directly at you, Ren. And he says,
I need you to be very, very honest with me. He said favor. Favor's the word he used.
Yeah. That is literally the word he used.
And then he says, he sort of stands up and he grabs his axe. And you can see him looking really confused. He's holding his axe. He's trying to decide. Actually, roll an insight check. Roll insight checks, all three of you. Okay. As he stands up, you're a little bit intimidated by him, Weave. So you're struggling to get a read on him. Yeah? Because he is literally
so
fucking
A lot.
Yeah, a lot bigger than you.
He's looking directly up.
Yeah, his head is the mass of your entire body. But Ren, Grisk, both of you have seen this. This is a man who's been pushed to the edge. Ren with a 23, you specifically see that right now he's battling whether he just goes and kills Eli to save his wife, or he goes and takes vengeance on the bull. That's where he's at. He's gonna do one. It's up to you to see if you want to push him in either or direction or stop him from doing either.
Well,
You know my vote. I'm gonna stay out of it.
listen, I would like to punch this bull, but I also want to make sure that your wife is safe. How
Yes,
clever
but
do you
if-
think this bull is? Do you think he has a contingency plan set up in case he gets harmed?
If he said you to me, he's waiting for me.
He did have 4 or 5 boys with him. Sounds like fun.
Yeah. How tough are they? What do you think? Can we take him?
Ain't fucking no one as tough as Brent.
Sounds like fun.
And
let's
then
move him down.
you see him sort of stop, and he mumbles something to himself. Roll perception checks.
We also have to speak Orcish to understand him.
No, he speaks in English, in common.
Okay.
Quant, you are the only one who hears him. You hear him say,
Ain't fucking no one as soft as Shay.
and he's obviously talking about his wife.
It's up to you, Ren. You know what my vote's for. Stumpy needs a new
Yeah,
stump.
I mean, that's the way I like to do things too. But you know, sometimes when they're holding someone hostage, I like to free the hostage first.
A bit of chaos always lightens the mood, no?
Do I know Eli? Is Eli a good guy? Or is Eli just a fucker?
Eli's just another fucking street thug. He's just another one of them. Just another captain underneath Stiggs. You know Stiggs is a particularly cruel bastard, though.
Yeah.
Before we were talking about how Fen isn't really a monster. He's just the one who ended up on top.
Yeah.
Stiggs is someone who takes quite a lot of joy in what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, what's stopping us from doing both?
Yeah, we could just do both.
Let's go.
I say we save.
Understand, and again, I don't like to metagame as your GM, but if you kill both, you'll be killing 2 of Fen's captains.
Oh, I know.
Yes, I know as well.
I'm
As I said,
thinking
some
maybe we
chaos.
don't kill them both.
No.
Maybe we just accidentally kill one of them. Accidentally. If you know what I mean.
Did you just say that out loud?
Yeah, I did.
And he goes.
And I also said that out.
So yep, okay. So you say we accidentally axe like that, and Brent grabs his axe and goes,
I think I understand what you mean.
and then he sort of walks out underneath, and you see him lurch through the door and out into the sunlight.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'll head out with him.
Okay.
Axe
Wait,
likes
wait,
you.
follow me.
You got
Follow me.
that. Something Axe needs
Okay.
in his life. So give it Axe.
That was me.
That was you, was it? Alright. Okay. So you two, are you gonna say anything, or are you just gonna follow him out?
I'm running out ahead of him. I'm gonna say, follow me.
He has quite a long stride, and as you step out of the door, you can't see him. What you do hear is the sound
Wait,
of
I'm a
an.
monk. I'm very fast.
I know, but he's got a long stride. What you do hear is the sound of metal being dragged along stone, and a bolsterous holler echoing from the city streets of Brent going, Sticks! Sticks! As he's dragging his axe down the street.
All right,
Sounds
all
like
right.
fun.
That's fine.
Yep.
So be it.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm running full speed to catch up with him.
Okay. You will
Yeah.
need to move as fast as you can to keep
Yeah,
up
yeah.
with him.
I'll stay with him as well.
Okay. All right.
With that moves, I think.
What are you doing, Grisk?
Oh, I'm following.
You're strolling out as well.
We are
I'm
going
gonna.
together.
I have a fun idea.
Okay. As you stroll back down the street towards the house, which one did I say it was? It was this one? Was it? I can't remember. Was it this one here? I think it was this one.
I think so.
Technically,
Yeah.
It should have been here, but you marked here. So.
Oh yeah, then here.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
here. Okay, here. As your boy Brent gets to this corner, you see him stop dead as you guys are walking along the lane trying to catch up with him. You can see him just stopped with his axe still on the ground, and all of his confidence and all of that brutishness has come to a pause. As you sprint to the corner and get there, you can see standing on the roof right here is a miniature Minotaur Styx, and you can see a rope tied around the neck of a woman who he is holding. She has a bag on his head. But roll perception. Whoever gets there first, you get there first, Quant. You want to roll a perception check for me? You can see that she is not tied at the wrists because it would not work because one of her hands is gone. She's instead tied at the elbows in front of him. And you can see he's sitting there with a big wry smile on his face. It looks as though Brent's fallen right into his trap. And you can see some 2 or 3 goons that are, let's say 3 goons that are in the street. They're the only ones that are visible. But the rest of the street is cleared once again.
Okay.
I've caught up to Brent, right?
Yep, you're right next to him.
Same here as well.
Yep. Brent.
I'm saying this like not loud enough for them to hear.
Yep.
Just trying to shake Brent. Brent. Eli first.
You're gonna have to roll a persuasion, and you're gonna have to roll high.
Yep, that's totally fine.
Yeah, go for it.
Just 15.
You want to use an inspiration point?
No, my persuasion is terrible. 15 is about as good as I'm gonna get.
Okay. He doesn't seem to hear you, and you see him sort of lift his axe and place it into the palm of his hand. And what he tries to get out words, something along the lines of, "If you hurt her, I'll fucking kill you." But he just is reduced to his baser instincts, and he just lets out this painful, like, dark howl that, like, echoes through the streets. Actually, roll constitution checks. All 3 of you.
Consider us allies.
I told you she was alive.
Oh, he's on our side.
Save Constitution.
Yep, Constitution save. Yep.
Yeah.
Conti, because you're right next to him, the agony in his voice affects you so much. I'm gonna say you have a disadvantage on your next save because you're just overwhelmed with empathy for this man who may be about to lose the love of his life. What are we doing, guys?
Oh, I believe it's combat time.
Yep.
I mean, how far am I from Styx?
I'd say that the distance is probably 60 feet between you and Stiggs from this corner. This distance here is about 60 feet.
How far is his girl?
His wife is up right here. She's up on top.
Right in front of.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's 3
So we're
goons
just
in
behind.
the cross section there.
Yep. Let me I think I can just try something new. Again, I didn't, because we're doing a little bit more freeform, I don't have a pre-made map, but I think I can quickly build one. And then add it in. Give me just 1 second. Okay, this is all you can perceive for now. This one here that you can see me moving, this is Stiggs. Well, then can I change his name? Stiggs. Oh, I have to actually change it. Anyway, this one's Stiggs on the corner with Brent's wife.
Okay.
Let's roll initiative, I guess.